Hi, I'm Gina Marie Rodriguez for today's Clark Conversation, and today we're here at Anointed Vessel to speak with Dr. Ian Brewer about all things chiropractic. So, let's talk chiropractic, shall we?
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it other than that I've done it. It usually helps me for a brief period of time, and then I can't afford it anymore. Then I stop going and it doesn't have the same effects. And I want you to explain to me the importance of continued care, because I know that I'm wrong for stopping, and I'm the reason that it's not working because I'm not continuing. So if you could explain the importance of continued care, and then we'll loop around to what is chiropractic.
Sure. So chiropractic oftentimes is associated with neck and back pain, but it's much more than that. I focus more on the nervous system as well as other chiropractors because the nervous system is the first thing to form in your body at 3 weeks in your mother's womb. And think of it as the motherboard to a computer. It controls everything.
Wow.
And it brings rise to your digestive system, your heart, even your muscles. And through daily life, we experience something called stress, right? And it can be physical, chemical, emotional, and it can throw off the alignment of our spines. Think of the spine as an armor for our nervous system. And when that happens, it puts pressure on our nervous system, creating something called a subluxation. When that happens, you can experience more than just neck and back pain. It could be headaches, indigestion, menstrual issues, you name it, the list goes on. So what I do as a chiropractor is make sure that your spine is in alignment so that the pressure on your nervous system is alleviated. And that way you can go about not just feeling better, but also functioning better throughout your day. So think of it just like going to a mechanic for a oil change and a tire rotation for your car. You don't necessarily have to wait until your car is broken down to see a mechanic. You can go ahead of time to make sure that it prevents something from happening. So continued care in a way is just like that. You want to make sure that your body is staying healthy, or just like the dentist, you get your teeth examined, you don't wait until you get cavities to say, I'm going to the dentist. The exact same thing happens with chiropractic with continued care.
I think that is the best way I have ever heard chiropractic described. Honestly, it's probably the first time I've ever heard chiropractic described, and as I've said, I've been to multiple chiropractors at this point, so I like all of the analogies that you just brought up, and I think it actually helps me to understand the damage that I'm doing to myself when I start and stop and start and stop, because obviously it would be more helpful if my maintenance is continued. Mm-hmm. So thank you. That was an amazing analogy. Well, a run of analogies. That was really great. Thank you. Mm-hmm. But let's talk about what made you fall in love with this practice. How did you become a chiropractor?
Yeah. During COVID, I was in grad school for strength and conditioning. And during that time, I was also an athletic trainer. And during the time, since there was no sports, there was no need for me to be in work, right? So I wound up looking for opportunities to be more hands-on. And through my school program, there was a chiropractor who opened up a program who allows students to come in to learn more about the profession and see if that's a fit alongside athletic training. And I started out just going there a few days a week since I had nothing else to do, and it eventually turned into a job opportunity. And that chiropractor eventually said, you should go to school. And I was like, okay, sure. And 3.5 years later, I became a doctor. And throughout the education process, I've been on 4 mission trips to the Dominican Republic and Haiti.
That's amazing.
Which has been an eye-opening experience. We see it's amazing because you have factories out there such as Johnson & Johnson, Lululemon, and each day there are about 25,000 workers that come out of these factories, and high wage there, right, is $30 a week. So we're going into a community where they're underserved and taking care of them, giving them the care they need so that their nervous systems are in tune. Think of every time somebody may have been angry at you because they have been in pain.
Yeah.
That's their nervous system. So it's not just the people suffering with back pain. Everybody around us, when we are subluxated, can lead to acting differently, not feeling ourselves. So it was just great going there, from taking care of babies that were born probably days or just hours ago, and taking care of people who have had strokes, who are elderly, 100 years old. So it was a beautiful thing.
I'm impressed by all that you're doing, and I'm fascinated by it. I would love to understand how you combine, I've forgotten what you called it already, the athletic, oh gosh, what did you call that?
Oh, athletic training.
Athletic training, Thank you, I could not remember the word. So athletic training and chiropractic, are you using both of those skills in your practice now, or has it shifted largely to chiropractic?
I use both of them. I would say there is a shift mainly to chiropractic, but I do integrate athletic training within it.
Okay, I think that's wonderful. I want to talk largely about the folks who've never been before, because I'm hoping that this will draw some new people in. So what are some first-time fears that you often encounter when someone is approaching you for the first time about chiropractic?
Right. As you can imagine, there's many of them. Oftentimes it's because of what people have either seen or heard. YouTube and TikTok can really put the profession in a place where people look at it as fake, or they're fearful that they're going to get hurt or have a stroke or die. And all valid fears, because you're doing something different than normal medicine does. And oftentimes it's because of the noise that comes with it and the areas of the body people are adjusting. So did you want me to go into how I alleviate those fears?
Yeah, please do. I mean, maybe we can help somebody alleviate their fears now, and they'll be calling you soon.
Definitely. So when I hear somebody's fear, I validate it. It's not to shoot it down and say you're wrong. I like to listen to people and say, why is this, or what about this makes you fearful? And it might be something they've watched or something they heard, even a family member of themselves have experienced. And I just make mention similar to the analogies I gave you of what chiropractic does.
Yeah.
And every chiropractor has a different way of treatment, just like every artist may have a different way of painting, or a musician has a different way of music. But the core of it, at least with my office, is to reduce the subluxations. And subluxation is a different word between medical and chiropractic. Subluxation in the medical profession is something just less than a dislocation, like something that pops out and pops back in. We're just talking about a joint, usually your spine, that just shifts out of place, which is an occurrence where I mentioned your stress can pull the joints out of place.
Right.
So I usually talk about that, but in an elevator speech, it's very short, and it's what I mentioned to you earlier. Yeah. And just letting people know, this is what it is. Feel free to walk through the door. I'm not trying to force you to come in, but this is what I do.
Yeah. I was reading on your website how chiropractic can also help with migraines. And as a newcomer to migraines, I don't like them, do not recommend. I'm wondering, what kind of adjustment do you do for that? Is that located in the neck? Is it a full body issue that you have to address? Or what is it that's causing the migraine? And my apologies if this is a ridiculous question.
No, not at all. The best approach is to understand what person's life looks like. Because I could say, all right, it's coming from up here, but I need to know what's going on in your life. Some people might experience migraines after eating something with high salt, or especially with a lot of stress. There are people who work 7 days a week, 10 hours, 12 hours a day, and they just keep on going. And when that migraine hits, they can't do anything, right? Or it might be a lack of sleep, a whole bunch of things. So I like to get to the root cause and find out what their lives look like. Just to sit down in the office, you're not just another patient. I want to know more about you. So if Gina, if you were sitting here and you were my patient, I'd say, Gina, tell me what's going on in your life. How is this affecting you? What's going on, and just learning what would you do differently in your life if these migraines were not there. Okay. And typically I'll find that the upper neck, so right where your skull sits on your neck, that area is typically subluxated. There are a lot of nerves and blood vessels going right there, and that's pretty much right where your brain turns into your brainstem. So oftentimes when that's out of place, the pressure on those nerves lead to a migraine.
Wow, I feel like I'm learning so much in such a short period of time, which I'm very grateful for, and also maybe slightly overwhelmed by.
I'll bring a notebook if you need.
Yeah, no, I should have brought one so I could just write everything down. I mean, of course, now I'm just focused on the fact that my neck is hurting. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if my brainstem is in trouble. This is where my mind goes. But no, I'm fascinated by chiropractic because I think as I get older, I'm actually more interested in avoiding modern medicine. Like if I can find holistic approaches, alternate approaches, I'm more inclined to do so. Largely because, our insurance coverage, and by our, I mean my insurance coverage, is not great. But I do want to ask you what clients can expect when they come. Do you accept insurance? What is your non-insurance rate if you offer that? Let's let people know how they can make sure they can afford chiropractic.
Sure. Yeah, so I understand that people want to use their insurance. My office does not directly work with insurance. Okay. I make sure that the approach to whatever a patient needs is specifically around them. So everything is centered around you. And if they want to use insurance, I could create something called a super bill, which is an itemized expense list that they could submit to their insurance for possible reimbursement. That's essentially what it looks like. For the visits, I do a 2-part for my new patient exam, which is where we have a consultation, which is where me and the patient will sit down and talk about everything. Some of the things similar that I mentioned to you. I do a hands-on examination, a posture and a weight distribution analysis to see how your body is in real time. And then I take some time to look over all of that and set up a separate appointment where we report all of the findings to see what's going on, and I share exactly what's going on with your body, how we're going to fix it, and how much everything costs.
Do you require x-rays, or is it possible to see a chiropractor without x-rays?
You can see a chiropractor without x-rays. Okay. If you have them, feel free to bring them in. If I find that during my examination that we should get more, I will refer out for x-rays.
Okay, that's really good to know. In my experience, I've almost always had to have an x-ray and what's the other one? An MRI? Because I'm terrified of MRIs. So if I can avoid that, I will, any way possible. But I understand that sometimes that can be actually detrimental to treatment. So if you're not afraid of MRIs and you have them, please, bring them in. I want to let folks know that you are located in the Healing Hands Chiropractic practice. You are Anointed vessel within the Healing Hands space. So can you tell me what days you are here in the space?
Yes, I am here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 9 to 12 and 3 to 6.
Okay. And let's give a shout out to your coworker or your colleague, Dr. Michelle, as well, who you can let us know what days she's here.
Yes, she is here on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. The hours vary between 10 and 1 and 3 to 7. So if you need any more information on that, you can search her website or go on Google and you'll find all that info.
Wonderful. Is there anything that I didn't address that folks thinking about coming to see you should know? That's a tough question. I think that's the toughest question I ask. What didn't we talk about?
It's hard to prioritize yourself with the busyness of everything nowadays. However, there's only so much you can do if you do not prioritize yourself. So whether it be chiropractic or any other mode of healthcare, just make sure to help yourself, because when you don't have yourself, you can't do the things to help other people or the things you need to do.
Right. Yeah, if you don't take a break, your body will force you to at some point.
Exactly.
So we want to treat it before you get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I've loved speaking with you. I'm probably going to be back here for an adjustment or at least a consultation, because like I said, my neck was hurting me too, so we'll talk about that. But thank you for everything today. I'm looking forward to learning more about Anointed Vessel, and good luck to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Of course.